Be sitting over here with you, too?
Yeah.
Come on. You want one of us on either side?
Come on in.
Whatever you.
There we are. We're live. But you got to come over to this side.
Okay. What? I'm coming over. Here.
Yay! We have our guest tonight, all the way from North Carolina.
Carl, you got to sit over here.
Carolina.
Come on, Carl.
The Mega Channel is in the house.
I better put
And
a
what
hat
I
on so
mean-
I don't blind everybody.
Yeah, you're killing us.
Carolina.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, do you here?
I'm not going to be changing stuff, so
Can I get it on your phone?
you can, but turn off the mute.
Welcome to Not Sunny Carolina.
Carolina.
North Carolina. To be
North,
specific.
not to be confused with South Carolina. Hey, hopefully everybody's doing good. We see folks are in the house. Van Life Rocks, New Vision, Blake. Good to see John from RV Traveling. Avenger RV is
I don't know
here.
how to get on it.
It's on the Google.
I promised that we were going to have a Mega Channel in with us tonight, but Michael and Shelly showed up instead from our epic RV adventure. Actually,
Okay.
um,
Yeah, the volume is-
Why doesn't it have our channel name in the bottom corner of the screen there?
I don't know how to do that.
I mean, it says Happy Place Diaries. Why didn't
Well,
I say the
Van
right?
Life Rocks.
So we are.
Oh, Van Light Rocks. Yeah.
New
they're
Vision
here.
Security
Matt-
Services.
Met them earlier today.
Adventure RV Adventure.
Van Life Rocks.
Oh, Avenger.
Did you meet them here
Yeah. In
What?
the
At Chili's?
Google, in the Google.
in the Google?
Yeah.
Hey, so if we all fall asleep in the next 10 minutes, it's because we all have absolutely stuffed bellies. We have been at it for about 24 hours. And anyway, ta-da, we're here. And the cat was let out of the bag last night on Michael and Shelly's show, their live stream, here from beautiful, rainy North Carolina. And
Thrifty Angela. Did you get her?
no,
Hello,
you do the hellos because
Okay.
I'm not.
I
gonna-
can't see the
Hello,
screen that far
full-time
away.
dream.
Yeah, I can't.
Well, that's why I got
Full-time dream is
Some
in.
drink in? Okay.
Yeah, just came in.
Go ahead. Teresa will handle the hellos. If you guys see hellos and stuff, just
Okay.
chime
Do
right
some
in.
moderating, you two.
And do-
Blake from New Vision Security Services.
I said hello to Blake
Okay.
already. He only gets one hello a night.
Yeah, that's more than
Thrifty-
enough.
One hello for you, Blake.
She says,
Yeah, I think
welcome to
everybody was-
NC. Welcome to North Carolina.
Yep.
Yes,
thank
'cause
you.
She's not about 3 hours from us.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, we
We're here.
had an interesting 24 hours plus. But we are here, and we're here obviously for those of you that have been paying attention to.
Hi, Wade.
Hey, Wade Radke, how you doing, buddy? I still need to talk to you about canoes. In other words, I want to give you 2 canoes. So when we get home, half day till we head out for 2-week trip with our. Whoa, you got a new trailer.
Woohoo! Yellowstone.
Awesome, Wade.
Yay.
Good. You're going to Yellowstone. Sweet. Call me when you get home. So I won't bug you
Now, why
about-
don't you call him when you get home?
because he's going to be home way after us.
He's gonna be in Yellowstone.
He's going to be in Yellowstone for 2 weeks.
In 12 days until they leave.
Well, I thought this said a half a day. Like I said, you do the moderating.
12 days.
I'll call you when we get home.
Our people will call your people.
Yeah. See, now I don't even know what we're talking about.
Hey, did our epic RV adventure share any of that delicious cake with you?
What cake is
What
that?
Cake.
What cake?
We didn't get any.
No, but I will
haven't
tell
had
you
cake
what.
in a
Oh, we've had cookies today.
Shelly,
Oh.
yeah, here, slide over this way. Shelly made me some, what were they? Bourbon.
They're the brown butter bourbon chocolate chip cookies.
Made with cinnamon whiskey.
Yep.
Yeah.
made with
Cinnamon
the
bourbon whiskey, yeah.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
And the video is on our channel, so you can go watch it. Make yours too.
Yay.
And let me tell you,
Like, subscribe, and share. Comment.
Yep.
yeah, like, share, comment. we don't have a whole lot to talk about tonight other than it's going to be a word of encouragement that if you ever get an opportunity to hang out with some of your YouTube friends, please do it because, like I said, we got into the airport. What time did we get in? That cannot be any worse than Teresa giving the.
Yes.
It came out of nowhere.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That was awesome.
we have got the most amazing fundraising opportunity. We're going to impact the lives of veterans.
I'm never going to live this down.
Drool coming out of the side of her mouth.
Never, ever are you going to live that down.
Well, we had to drive back from Eastern Oregon. Yeah,
No.
we did.
So we picked you guys up at the airport
So anyway,
around 5:30
5:30.
yesterday.
You picked us up at 5:30. We went out to an
Alpacas.
amazing alpaca place.
Which didn't actually serve alpaca.
Not one alpaca on the menu.
They served chicken and steak, which didn't make any sense, but whatever.
But I had the steak, and
We had the same thing.
we had exactly, but you didn't have the tomatoes.
I don't care.
And the onions.
It was
It was-
the bomb diggity.
In fact, we were going to go back and order seconds,
Yes.
but time precluded us because we had to race back for your live stream. So anyway, we flew into Raleigh.
RV Underway came in. Hello.
Hey, RV underway.
See
Hey,
how privileged
Ricky.
you are?
Yeah.
Because they didn't
I
come
know,
into
right?
our live stream.
Camping
Wow.
therapy was. Did you say
They had
camping therapy?
they had
earlier?
family or something there.
Camping therapy is in the house. Good to
Camping
see
therapy?
you.
Hey, Doreen.
He
No,
says
just-
pillow huggers.
If you,
I'm
if you
trying.
see somebody, you say,
I didn't know because you said some people at the beginning, and
yeah. Yeah, you know what? If they get
Oh,
everybody
you
except
do.
for everybody
Lucky
but
dog.
Blake. Blake only gets one.
time for exploring. Hello.
It's really rainy here, and we've been out in it all day, so I'm kind of a pillow hugger because it just seems kind of comfy. And we're just,
Comfy.
yeah,
It's
we're
comfy.
just.
And let me tell you, we just came from Comfort Food.
Yes.
Chili's because we don't have. Well, we do have Chili's in Oregon, but
You have to
Not
drive
the
like 3
party.
counties away.
yeah,
Set
And-
aside.
And we
Yeah,
got to sit inside,
inside.
so
yeah.
that's a
Sunshine
big
green.
treat, especially for those of us from the Northwest that don't get to sit inside. Anyway, we got down here about 5:30. We raced. We had dinner. We came back here, and we
Yeah,
did your
time
live
for-
stream.
We
Big
got
time
back
for
here
exploring.
about 10 to 15 seconds before our live started.
Yeah.
Literally.
And he was huffing and puffing. I was laughing, and you know, we were having a
And
good
the
time
camera
there.
was on Teresa. And
I'm
he
like,
said,
I don't want to be. This isn't my channel.
Just got off the plane.
Yeah. Then today got an opportunity to hook up with an old Army friend of mine that lives here in the Fayetteville area, and that was a fantastic meetup. It was great to see him. I haven't seen him since last year. And then we just basically hung around, went to Fort Bragg, and kicked around out there.
Little shot.
Me being a
little blood drawing.
Yeah.
paratrooper, I had to go, to Mecca, and then we went to dinner, and here we are into the live,
Now all of a sudden it's 8:00.
which is weird because I'm used to doing our lives at 5:00 when the sun is still out.
Well, the sun ain't been out all day.
Well,
I mean,
Still.
basically, a few hours after y'all got here, the sun stopped.
We brought
And we
the
turned
rain.
into rain. We've got
But it is
Pacific
raining in
Northwest
Trout.
weather.
It is raining in.
in Oregon, so yeah, we're good.
So
Yeah, rain is nothing that we were afraid of, but in fact, it was really nice because we slept out in their rig last night, and the rain was pitter pattering on the roof.
oh, it's my
Slept
And you guys are all
Oh.
RVers, you know that is the best sound that your RV can make, because RVs aren't supposed to make sounds.
Right,
But when your RV is making that sound, then
I think
it's,
that's why we slept so good also last night.
Mhm.
yeah, I don't remember falling asleep last night. I just passed out. Hey, Lucky Dog Productions moderator is in, so
that's right, Miss Sue.
yep. So anyway, today's been an action-packed day, and tomorrow morning starts,
It's going to be probably more action back.
yeah, about 48 hours of absolute
Whirlwind craziness.
Yes.
awesomeness, though,
Exactly.
because we are meeting up tomorrow with Dustin and Leslie from Wayward Wags.
The almost mega channel.
I didn't say that. He said it.
Full-time dream.
He's not paying attention anyway.
I know he's not watching.
Well, they
Um,
weren't here with us last night. They were here with us last night. So
Yeah.
Because they're on the phone with us for what, 4 hours?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
we got off the phone with them at what, 1
12.
o'clock,
Close to
12:30.
It was 12. It was 12. It was after 12.
So yeah, we're gonna meet up with them at a campground, undisclosed location, and then Wednesday we have our great big event.
Where we give away a check in the amount of. You have to
Stay
wait to find
tuned.
out.
Let me just tell you that we're not disappointed
No.
at all. We did the absolute best we could, given this experience, circumstances. Who knew that, a plague would fall on the earth and, everything else.
But we skipped the murder hornets. I think that's what saved this.
The murder
fundraiser.
hornets is what really made the fundraiser, the lack of.
What happened to the murder hornets anyway?
They
were
went,
here.
They went home.
There
They
was
were
one.
here.
There was
They went-
one that
there was
showed
one.
up. There's one.
Oh,
He
he was like
packed
on
up-
vacation or something.
Yeah.
Well,
He got hassled by the man.
he showed up and said, they got COVID here, I'm out.
Yeah.
So, the murder hornet left.
He's
So,
traveling MIA.
John Bear.
Oh, he was already in here, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
been.
He was
Hi,
number
John.
one.
He was-
Numero uno.
John was number one.
Woohoo!
As usual,
As usual, he's my number one fan.
yeah, you were number 2.
I'm number 2
And yes,
in many ways.
because he was sitting over there. But anyway, yeah, stay tuned because we will be announcing what our grand total was. The campaign is officially over to get your shirts. But
You can still
I'm going
donate.
to throw this out there.
You can
Throw it.
If you would like to do a last minute thing, go to the description and there is a PayPal jar thing there.
tip jar.
And we emptied that today to go into the fundraiser. So the balance in that tip jar is 0. So whatever goes in there in the next 24 hours,
So
It's
8 let's say 8 o'clock tomorrow night.
let's call it 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Between now and 8 o'clock, whatever goes in there, we will add to the campaign and that will go in. So like I said, we emptied it today. It rolled into the campaign and whatever we get in there, we'll put that directly into the campaign. Yeah. So what Michael wants to talk about top donors. What did you want to talk about? Yeah, talk about it.
Do we want to do?
Yeah, talk about it. I can't hear you. I don't have my hearing.
Oh, you have your hearing aids in. Well, that was a waste. So I'm going to make a command decision here.
Just go ahead.
All right. So
Say it.
all right. I'm thinking in my mind if I want to say it or not.
Don't give away the names.
No, I'm not giving away any names.
No.
Just-
We're not over yet. You could still be a top donor.
That's where I was going.
New Visions, Camping Therapy.
Yeah. Okay. So the top 2 donors by number is like $2,000,
Yeah, $2,000 on one,
$2,000 on one, and 5.
550.
550.
550.
Yeah.
So if there's still an opportunity for you to get a plaque, a custom made, one of a kind, limited edition, signed by the artist plaque with your channel name, your family name, your dog's name, whatever name you want on it, from Dustin over at Wayward Wags.
Yeah. Oh.
You gotta beat 550 to be one of the
Time
top
for
2.
Exploring says, will that add to my donation for top donor?
Yes. Yes. So, for example, if Michael would have done made a donation, and I'm not saying he didn't, I'm just saying if
And I'm not saying he did.
hypothetically,
Hi, Linda.
if Michael would have made a donation at the beginning of the campaign and then made another one yesterday,
Like for $10.
like I was going to say a sizable one,
Okay, 12.
Okay, $12. then we would, it's by name. It's not by the single amount.
But
So-
I will say this though: if you're going to do that, and your goal is to try to reach one of those levels, even if it's not, because you can put a note or a memo in it. Make sure you put your name, and if you have a YouTube channel, put your YouTube channel name. That way we know exactly who it is. Because I know some people, their PayPal account is like their personal email, so we may not understand or recognize who that is. Because PayPal only says, email address sent you money. You don't
John
really get,
Smith.
you don't really get the
money.
details. So
Right.
make sure you put the details of who you are in the description. That way we can make sure we appropriately add it to whatever total you already gave.
Hi,
Hey.
JW Carter.
Yeah.
Hey.
Cool.
Oh, got a
Got
bunch
the
of
whole
Carter.
Carter gang in.
Dang.
Hey, so
Linda
anyway,
Barker.
here
Hello.
is the absolute best news of the day. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Once we say goodbye from this live stream, we're not going to ask you for any more money.
Not till next year.
Not till next year.
Right.
Because we've already agreed that we're going to do something next year.
Yep.
Not sure what it's going to look like yet. And we're not sure what the timing's going to be. Right now, we've got our
I
people.
thought we were doing a bake sale.
A bake sale would be good.
And-
Via email.
As
And-
long as those
And we're
cookies
hoping
are.
to do it COVID free.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Our people are now checking on what next year's disaster is going to be.
Yeah.
So that we
Just in
can work
case.
around
Just in case.
next year's disaster. And I hope nobody's taking offense to the light that we're making of disasters, but we're all just ready to be done.
And,
Yes.
and frankly, some of us have lived through a lot of disasters, man-made and nature-made anyway. So
Can we not?
There's only
include
one way to go
C-19
through it.
next year. We don't want to have.
We don't
That's-
want to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, Avenger RV, that is the plan. They are not invited, so we'll see if they
I missed the question.
can
No,
we not
they-
have COVID next year?
That's-
Yeah.
Could
It
we
will
not?
be the second wave of the murder hornets. No, we don't even want them.
Yeah. So anyway, like I said, we are not
Murder.
we are not disappointed in where we are. We are very happy that we are going to make a good impact on this organization, and we don't have to talk about it anymore after tonight.
So,
That's all we got to say about that.
That's all I got to say about that.
are you gonna share what Michael learned this afternoon?
What-
We got home this evening
What did he learn?
What did I learn?
on the Echo.
Oh,
Oh.
So so now most of you know that I became an associate professor for Tech Talk University last week.
Yeah.
Last week.
You're adjunct. You're in probation.
I thought I was an associate.
No,
I didn't get bumped up yet. All right. Well, I got to do one more show then, I guess, or two. Anyway, but what Mr. Tech Talk didn't what the Dr. Tech Talk here didn't know what you could do with a Google or a Echo is
You best be careful.
It's listening.
Or-
you can actually tell your
device.
Echo device.
Amazon device.
your Amazon device, whether it's Siri or
Was it a
No.
show,
Echo
dot, or whatever?
whatever your mode of turning lights on and off of your house and gathering information,
Ricky's
you can
trying
actually
to
tutor. You can have it tutor you on. Why are you making me say this?
I'll do it because I'm the one who showed it to him.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, really.
So why were you
she
even trying to
should
take
be the
credit for it?
associate professor.
so this is what I told
Well, I was
him.
trying to add a
was
little
that
credibility.
our son likes to go over to his grandparents' house, who are not too tech savvy.
Wait a minute. How old's your son for the crowd?
Oh, John's 26.
26.
He's
26.
He's Levi's dad, and he likes to ask us, who is it? Google. He says, "Hey Google, what does a fart sound like?" Hey. So
And that's just how mature I am.
The Google just.
oh, I didn't know you. Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, the Google's right there.
oh,
Well, hopefully y'all heard that.
oh, okay. I didn't know they had a.
So Teresa teaches Michael how to make the Echo
Tutor.
do fart sounds
And it wouldn't stop.
And then he sat there for 10 minutes going through.
Cancel, Alexa.
Going through the entire catalog of
They
The
told him he was
repertoire of different farts.
fart sounds.
he was
It
a
would- I
5-star farter.
I couldn't get it to stop. I'd say cancel, and it'd say, okay, here's a
Ricky says,
vibrating
yes, we
fart.
heard it.
Yes, I heard this all that.
All right, so the theme of tonight's show
It's not farts.
we've been kind of talking about, well, I mean, since we got off the plane, actually, so this is a fun story because we're all YouTubers. Most of us are YouTubers here. We get off the airplane and we didn't get off the airplane. The airplane lands, go out of airplane mode, and I text Michael, the Eagle has landed. So he says, well, hurry up. We've been here 2 hours and we're going home. So I said, well, we're coming up to the gate right now. We'll be off. We get our bag, and I text him where we are, location underneath the JetBlue sign, and here they come. And Shelly's hanging out the window with the camera.
Full on YouTube mode.
So that's
He told
kind of
me
when
I
it
had
started.
filmed it, so I did.
And really, other than the live stream last night, the cameras have not come out.
Yeah, no.
They will tomorrow.
Yeah, they have to.
Well, they're coming out tomorrow.
They had to be pre-positioned.
And yeah, no fart jokes, Wade.
No.
Well, luckily this is not a scouting event, so fart jokes are absolutely. You're not allowed to do that anymore.
What?
Oh no,
What's the point of having scouts then?
no toilet paper jokes and no fart jokes.
What?
Another story.
Oh my god.
But anyway, we have just been getting to know Michael and Shelly and Michael,
Talent.
and Talon. And I tell you what,
Talon's a sweetheart.
he's right down here on the floor.
She is a sweetheart. Talon is a girl.
I know that. It was a generic term.
You sound like your mother.
She did not get offended.
You're right. She did.
In fact, I told Talon before the live stream started, because she was laying right here, and I said, you need to stay right here because it appears that every time you are on camera, Michael gets more, these two get more. Yeah, they get, and I figured it might work for us. And no,
She's just enjoying herself.
she
now.
said, you know what? You're not part of our epic anything. So,
No epic nothing.
so anyway, the theme, we were kind of talking about, talking about all the channels that we watch and follow and friends we've made across YouTube and stuff. And, our live streams are always about nothing. So we're kind of like the Seinfeld show without the paycheck. And, and so tonight's theme was really about nothing other than if you get this opportunity, take it. If you're in somebody's neighborhood, and the other thing is, if you're a YouTuber out there, you got a channel, don't be afraid to reach out to people, because
No matter how big or small.
well, I was going to just say that nobody's too big for their britches. And if you are a channel that thinks you're too big for your britches, then you are.
You're a legend in your own mind.
Right, because every single one of us started at 0 subs, and every single one of us are working at making our channels grow and making them good and making them entertaining and trying to build this community, which is one of our pillar goals, especially for this year, is kind of building the community up. So, and I can't think of a better way to do it than to actually, shoot an email. All of us have our email addresses on our about pages.
Ricky dropped the custom ink link, and it actually is no longer valid.
Yeah,
Who dropped
There's-
it?
Ricky,
Yeah.
the tip jar is in the description. It's
Yeah.
not the
It's-
custom
it is
ink.
the-
Yeah,
PayPal
Ricky,
link.
that link doesn't work anymore. You got to go down to the description of this video, and you'll see the PayPal link.
So if you want to copy and paste that link and drop it in the chat, that'd be awesome.
Sue said, new song, Fart Sounds by the YouTubers.
Yeah. But yeah, just pick up,
YouTubers.
get on the email and, shoot any of us an email. And that was a conversation we had, earlier today, and we're not going to, drop names or anything, but, like I said, we all started at zero, and, some channels, they skyrocket, and some channels just kind of gradually climb. And, I have a deep appreciation for people that have helped us along the way. Certainly not a mega channel, and hope to be one day. But we've made a lot of good friends along the way. And, when it comes to technical stuff, look, I was a grunt for 21 years. And so I'm technically and tactically proficient at what my job required me to do. But when it comes to, thumbnails and banners and speaking the YouTube language or the technology language,
Is that you?
as it applies to all of this,
Is that Ricky?
No, it's Caitlin. Hello?
It's like a ship's selling a ship's bell.
well, apparently our daughter's not watching the live stream.
Okay.
That's okay. Our kids don't watch either. Our son does occasionally.
Kira's called us in the middle of our live stream.
Sure, she's like, oh, I didn't know you were on live stream.
Yeah. Whoa, I didn't know you were live.
That's because you didn't like, subscribe, and share. That's why.
That's right. So
Oh,
anyway,
yeah, that's the right link.
Yep. Thanks, Ricky. Appreciate it. Anyway, I emailed, one day I had just a technical question, I think it was, and the response I got was not an answer. The response was, here's my phone number, call me. And that was some months ago.
What a mistake that were.
Yeah. Well, your fault, dude.
I mean, now look.
The same thing. The same thing with Wags. I had a question, and he sent me a nice answer, and he said, "Hey, if you have any more questions, give me a call." It developed into a great friendship, and now here we are. We're about to camp together, and give away a check and all that stuff. So that's the way.
In fact,
And here's the word that gets thrown around a lot, but everybody says what a great community this RV community is on YouTube. And I would tell you that the answer is yes if you ...
Right.
If you engage in the community,
Right.
right? If all you're doing is jumping on live streams and saying hello, that's great. If that's your level of engagement. But I would tell you to crank that up, go one more step, shoot an email to somebody and just say, hey, I watch your channel, good stuff.
Hello, Jen Jewel.
Hey, Jen Jewel.
Like
say
you
happy
probably
birthday. Say happy
Happy birthday to Jen
Oh.
Jewel.
happy birthday.
What were the two top donor amounts again?
$550 and $2,000.
$550 and $2.
Happy birthday to my bestie.
Jen Jewel.
Yep, that's Jen
Well,
Jewel.
You probably get this question asked of you a lot. I get this question asked all the time from parents of people who just joined the Air Force. What's the best base to go to? What's the best assignment? And I always say there are no bad assignments. It's what you make of it. If you stay in your room and you don't talk to anybody, then it's going to be horrible. And it's the same thing with YouTube. If you just stay in your room, you just stay on your channel, and you don't really talk to anybody or try to engage, it's probably not going to be that much fun. But you get out there on the live streams, you chat with people, you meet people, you meet them face to face. It can be fun sometimes.
John said, RV traveling MA research. He said, I think I freaked Wags out. First email to him was, hey, do you know the real story behind Leslie's uncle being killed on D-Day?
She's been working 5
That
days
was-
That was his lead in. That was his lead in. Because
Hi, I'm John.
I'm John, and I know how your wife's uncle was killed. I mean, that sounds like the beginning of like one of those unsolved mysteries.
Yeah, you ever watch Ozarks?
We saw people like SUVs.
Yeah, you see a black SUV pull up and John pops out. I'm running. No, but just engage in the community. Be a part of the community.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
And I tell you that the payoff. We've got to meet a couple people. Not meet as much as this has been to be invited into their home.
Well, we tried to put you in a hotel, but you said no.
Well, after
And that's what's really awesome about it too, because we said, hey, we know our air conditioner's out. We know you guys are already going to be kind of squashed with us in the camper for a couple days, so we'll put you in a hotel. It's literally 0.4 miles down the road, and he said, "Oh, we're coming to see you, to be with you." You know,
And it's like right next to the Waffle
and it
House
truly,
too.
it
oh well,
truly
you never
is-
said that.
I mean, it's family. I mean, you really become family. So.
Yeah, I think so, and it would have been real inconvenient to start with, but then we couldn't have had that, long chat last night
I got to bed early.
and early in the morning.
That was not a fake yawn either.
Yeah. No, it's just there's a sense of community, and here's all I'm really saying. All I'm really saying is that everybody says that this is a great community, and we can't agree with you anymore. But it's even better when you start making real friends in the community, and not just friends. And okay, here's where the show's going to go off the rails. It's like any friendship. If you are engaging in a friendship to get something out of it other than a friend, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Right? And all of you know that him and I joke about this all the time.
Yeah.
That every time we talk on the phone, I lose subscribers.
And I do too.
And so, and yet,
But it's true most of the time. It's really not a joke.
No, it happens. Jerry's like, oh, we just lost another one.
right. And yet we're still willing to, slug through, all
For
of
now.
this together.
For now.
And well, yeah. I mean, Thursday's a long ways away yet. By the time we get on the plane, they might just slow down, just slow enough to let us jump.
Well, by Thursday, if we keep up with our rate of losing subscribers, talking in each other, we may lose our custom URL because we're under 100 subs.
Yeah.
Let's hope not.
Thanks, man. Hey, and with that,
No.
no. I just, you hear it all the time, and it kind of becomes kind of white noise in the
Hey,
in the-
proceeding onward in America.
What? POA sign?
POA.
POA just signed.
Hey, POA. Since you're here, and I'm assuming you're still here.
Oh, and Arkansas Woodcutter. Hello.
Oh,
Hey,
man,
good
I'm
to see
sorry.
you
Thank
too.
for doing that.
The wives say
Within
no,
the
so I don't know what that
next-
means.
The what?
The wives say no.
The wives say no.
About what?
I don't know.
Who said that?
I don't know.
Arkansas Woodcutter.
Oh, I don't know.
So, POA. Within the next month, POA is work camping.
They're in Washington State, right?
Yeah, they're like
Hour
40
from
minutes
here,
from our house.
Oh, really?
So we're gonna go up there and
Wow.
see.
And-
Oh yeah.
POA, the reason that I was kind of not willing to commit is because we were coming here. And I didn't want to kind of blab that out, although it kind of got blabbed out.
Well, you blabbed it out.
Tip jar is still.
So
empty.
within the next month, we are going to drive up and pay you guys a visit. I don't know if that means we're going to stay for.
Well, it all depends
Or
on if we
weekend
get
or
the
whatever.
trailer fixed or not.
Yeah, so here's the other thing.
Well, don't they have cabins at the campground that we're camping
I
at?
don't know, but do you have violins? So the last camp out that we were on, we stayed a week in Central Oregon, and we were packing up to move to another location, and we went to pull our slide out in, and we got. I don't think I talked about this.
You haven't talked about this?
No,
No.
no.
I've heard it like 8 times, but I don't think
Yeah, we talked about it with these guys.
I live it every day.
And that is why we are friends.
So anyway, we go to pull our slide out
We
in.
have cabins there.
Getting everything. Yes. I got everything wrapped up, and we're literally driving 20 minutes down the highway, and we're going to go down to this lake. I get that far, literally that far from the slide out being all the way in, and I hear "Gunk, gunk," and the entire slide out bounced up and dropped down. And you get that gut wrenching feeling. And Jen Jewel was there when it happened. And so anyway, Tom, Jen's husband, we start troubleshooting. You know, did a cable snap? Is it off the rails? What? And we couldn't figure anything out. Nothing was stuck. A dog bone didn't get jammed under there, or nothing. A good bottle of bourbon that would have helped. But anyway, we through some coaching, we get the slide out all the way in. We get down to the next campground and we try to pull it out, and we get about an inch, and it gave that clunking sound again. So I thought, not dealing with it. We're leaving on Sunday anyway. We pulled the slide out back in, and luckily the floor plan of our trailer allows us to have full access to everything except for the TV when the slide out is in.
That's fine. Because you
and we were in a canyon anyway. We got no TV. So we camped the rest of that weekend, did some awesome kayaking, and we got home. I took it back to our dealer / shop. That's where we get things done, work done. And the guy said the best we could do is get your trailer in on the 25th of June. Oh, those ribs are coming back. Excuse me. So we have reservations on the 26th. So we're hoping that it's just a adjustment that needs to be made, or something like that. Otherwise, I got a hunch that we're going to be in for a whopper of a bill, because I think to fix it, they're going to have to take the entire slide out.
Let's just hope it's something simple.
So fingers crossed, everybody. Good vibes, please. That it's just an adjustment, and we could get back out on the road.
But no worries, because they know people who have a bed and they can camp with them. And so, if their camping season isn't ruined.
No, it's not.
Just,
but
our camp season will not be ruined, because we will camp with our trailer slide out or not.
This is probably a good chance to go shopping for a replacement.
No, it's not.
Not
unless Mr. Schweini wants to go back to work.
She always plays that card.
We don't have a trailer payment.
I know, and that's what I love about our trailer. Well, that and everything else about it. But absolutely love it.
Lots of crossed fingers.
Yeah, please.
Yay, thank you.
He said, I was gonna get emotional when I talked about it, because really, honest to goodness.
Bye, Wade.
Hey, see you, Wade. I'll call you when we get home.
Oh, stop.
She said a 4-letter word.
Who did?
I don't know. It's
Work.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
John.
They both end in K.
He said that.
I know you and Michael are on the same wavelength.
If we go up there. Oh, you received $50.
Ooh.
Well,
thank
cool.
you.
All right. Hey, awesome. That's how it starts, right? Fill the bucket. Yeah, we're just trying to make one little push there. Anyway, it's going to work out. One way or another, it's going to work out, and I'm a firm believer that Teresa and I have been extremely blessed in our life, and we have never had to go. We have never had to want, and we're not going to. So, and I tell you, if your biggest problem in life is that you're having an RV problem, that's a first world problem. Right?
Unless you're a
full-timer.
Unless you're a full-timer, which we're not.
Yeah.
And at the rate we're going, we'll see.
We're crossing fingers on that.
Shelly is the biggest fan for that.
I'm an instigator.
She is the instigator or the agitator.
Because
we're building a caravan.
We want to like our neighbors wherever we go. We don't want to be those RVers that say, if you don't like your neighbors, you can just move. No, we want to say
move with the neighbors.
Move with the neighbors.
and I tell you, like Michael just said, and Ricky, we were talking about this a while ago, but we're building a caravan.
That's right.
And what we want to do is
Arkansas.
And Matilda needs to be part of that caravan.
Arkansas. We cover.
Oh, didn't
They
we?
had to go. They had their sons there.
Hey, thanks for coming by. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Anyway, yeah, we'd like to build a caravan and do some touring across this great country of ours. And yeah,
So everybody's welcome.
yeah, just move with the neighbors and really the plan would be kind of a low impact plan. So if you didn't want to move the day everybody's moving, you don't have to. We'll meet you somewhere. We'll kind of come up with a loose itinerary, and
we'll meet you at a Cracker Barrel down the road.
we'll meet you somewhere. So
Walmart.
Not right now.
No, it's too rainy.
Too looty.
Too looty.
Well, that's true.
well, right, yeah,
We're
Depending on where you're at.
Yeah.
Around
Yeah.
here, yeah.
it's really it's nice to know that things suck everywhere. You know.
oh, RV Underway said they're there. All right.
Sweet.
Well, you gotta be.
Well, you were supposed to be here, not there.
Right.
I mean, can you believe they actually chose spending time with their son before he deploys instead of being here with us?
I mean,
Yeah.
Well, where's he
I-
deploying to?
Hold on.
I forgot.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I mean,
but-
he's
and
an officer, so it's not like it's going to be hard. wherever
we
he's
have
going.
talked a lot about deployments over the last 24 hours and deployments that we've been on and all that stuff. And you guys all know that my brother here is an Air Force guy.
Oh.
And see, in the Army, it's not considered a deployment if there's a Starbucks there.
You had a Burger King,
No, they had the Burger King.
but you could go there.
Well, we went there, but
But if we weren't there would have been no Burger King.
But yeah, see,
You would have-
this is what I'm
this
saying.
is true.
Yeah. Many years ago, I'll caveat this real quick. Was this there was a group this was during Southern Watch, Northern Watch. So this is pre-Second Iraq War. So between the Iraqi wars, this was the prelude or the prequel. Not the prequel, was in the middle. I don't know. But anyway, so we had people in Italy at Aviano Air Force Base deployed. Technically deployed. Okay. They were staying downtown in hotels. They were getting about $125 per day in per diem. They weren't getting hazard pay, thankfully. The Marines were also
that is the equivalent of Air Force hazard pay.
the Marines were there also. I don't know why, but they were deployed there too. They were sleeping in tents next to the flight line.
Yeah.
And I remember this because the commandant of the Marine Corps got up before Congress and was complaining about it.
Bahrain.
And then the chief of staff of the Air Force at the time just looked at him and says, "You spend your money how you want. I'm going to spend my money to take care of my people." So that's all. I'm
And
gonna
his
say
wife
about
is
that.
in Spain.
Nice.
Oh, he's going to Bahrain. You going to Bahrain?
And his
Bahrain.
Marine wife is going to Spain.
Oh,
so
see,
POA
Bahrain's
wants to know if you guys are going there
Bahrain's
to
behind the
visit.
pearl,
Yeah.
so Allah can't see what goes on in Bahrain.
Right.
But his Marine wife is going to Spain, so apparently she's
Rhoda, she's going to Rhoda, I bet.
she'll be camping out next to the flight line.
I tell you what, Rhoda, Spain is the place to
I
be.
hear that's one of those gorgeous places to go.
And
We
POA
landed
wants
there
to know
once.
if we're going to be going up there.
Apparently,
No.
if we're going to be going up where?
To their house and meeting up with POA and
Well, we're not going to be going up there. Well, if you're work camping for the next year there, maybe. But I was told last night, or invited, or whatever you want to call it, that from another channel that we should go to Tampa, and then
He's seeing other channels.
yes, and then road trip. You were on the phone with us. You were in the room.
$60.
And caravan from Tampa to the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, come on up.
That's what we talked about last night.
Because the plan, and this ties in for you, Ricky. And
we'll pick you up along the way.
anybody.
We'll pick you
And
up along the
anybody.
way.
Yeah.
Ricky said that Miss Barbara has to go to Colorado.
Yeah.
Well, you're not that far to Oregon.
Well, that's what we're saying. We're meeting in Colorado.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, that was yeah, because we actually talked about that last night. We said we're going to go to.
We're all going
Colorado.
to meet in Colorado, and because now I don't want to.
POA there.
Huh?
There's a great KOA there.
There's a great KOA, but there's also
I like
two.
I like good colas.
There's two military campgrounds,
Mhm.
an Air Force one and an Army one, and there is Cheyenne Mountain State Park.
Mm.
So there's lots of opportunities that once we start coordinating this event,
Yeah.
then
Well, the plan was really go from Tampa, and then this comes in, especially with you, Ricky and Barbara. We were going to make up for what we missed out on. We were going to stop at Mid-Bay Shores or the general
There's
area
a Waffle
for a
House in
while. So
Colorado.
the 3-channel meetup
Ooh.
that was supposed to happen a couple of months ago actually happens.
Then bring Shelly to see the balloons and
And we'd head over to New Orleans.
Yeah.
And the train just keeps
I'd like to
getting
do that
longer as
too.
we go
Yeah,
down,
I wanna
as we
do
go, as we go. So everybody, whoever wants to join in wherever you can join in.
Yeah.
And we'll hit through New Orleans, hang out there. Then we'll start swinging towards Colorado. And I think Colorado Springs, actually.
well, Colorado Springs is
I think that's where Miss Barbara's family's from, is the Springs.
I don't know, but that's where Fort Carson and
Right.
Peterson
Yeah.
are.
But it's
Shadow
Colorado.
of Cheyenne Mountain. She grew up in the
Oh,
shadow of
there you go.
Cheyenne Mountain.
Yeah, that's Colorado Springs.
That's where my aunt lives.
So
Yes,
So-
I'm loving that.
so
Okay.
so that's
Rick's in.
honest. I mean, I'm being dead serious here. That's the thought. I mean, Shelly and I haven't talked about this at all, but it was brought up. But it was
Guess
brought
where
up
you're
on the
going.
phone last night, and I said, "Well, like Teresa asked us, what's our plan once we get the household?" I'm like, "We don't have one."
Would y'all like to know why Shelly has no idea what's going on? Because she was not in the RV when they were having this phone conversation and they were making all these decisions.
Where were you?
Because Teresa and I were actually working. Okay,
Oh, yeah, we were-
because I had to sell the bookcases, so I had to come in and measure them because it's 8 foot tall. And I said, "I'm short. Can you come help me measure them?" He never came in the house. So Teresa and I, we got
Well,
the
we
tape
were
measure.
busy.
We're
We
busy.
figured it out. We
You were
had
on the
it-
phone.
Oh,
It
we
would have been
stood on
rude to hang
things.
up.
No,
Like,
listen,
yeah.
we were
The
conducting
bookcases
business.
are on.
It was
Busted.
business.
We were
It was
conducting
business.
business last night.
Business.
So, what?
It was
So
business.
was I.
Hey, would you be talking about going to Colorado right now had
No.
we not conducted business?
This is true.
That's right.
All right, see, folks, it's all
Miss
about
Barbara
the.
wants to see the
It's
balloons
all
and
about.
Of course she does. We think alike.
It's about the community.
I
is
don't
what
know
we're
if I
trying
can
to say.
handle the balloon festival at Albuquerque. That's
Foreverland RV.
I mean, I'd love to
Canyon.
go, but that's just
Foreverland RV Canyon.
awesome. Foreverland. Hey, what's up,
Foreverland.
guys?
Welcome, Army, Navy, Marines, and all the fitness centers, special services,
Now,
quality
see-
dining facilities.
Chief Master Sergeant Garcia, Services Superintendent.
I don't know what all that means, but
I wasn't listening. What?
I
I'm
was
trying to
doing
read
what
it
I can't read
for
it.
all the. Okay, let me. Yeah, my bifocals.
Oh, Avenger RV Adventure says his wife has family in Colorado Springs.
Sweet.
See, that'd be a good trip for you.
Beautiful
Okay,
state.
you're welcome, Army, Navy, and Marines for all the fitness centers, specialty services, quality dining facilities.
Yeah, Foreverland. He was a services chief, so he headed up MWR facilities.
Right.
So
Oh.
Now, and I will tell you, because Chief Navy guy, right?
no Air Force.
Oh, he was Air Force guy.
Well, he was
Well,
Marine.
That's right.
I think
Well,
he was Army
quality of life.
too.
He was
quality of
everything.
life.
But he was a chief master sergeant in the Air Force.
Chief Master Sergeant.
just like
See,
me.
I got it. Don't
So
make
you're
it.
outnumbered.
Don't make it rub off. Oh, you know what? We drive onto Fort Bragg today, and there's the specialist at the gate, E4 specialist at the gate, MP, and he's checking ID cards. And Michael actually dropped the line.
I did.
There's two E9s in the car. And E18 didn't get us in the gate. And the guy looked at us and he said, "We'll let it slide this time."
He did. That's exactly what he said. I didn't say E18.
Well, no, he was
I
talking
thought you
about.
said E18.
No, I didn't.
She did no, she didn't have her ID,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he
she'd
said,
have her ID.
"Is two E9s good enough to
Two
get through the
E9s.
gate?"
He said,
And
He said, "Yeah, we'll let it slide."
We'll
no, he said, I got to check them all.
Yeah, and he said, then
He said, "We're
"Well,
going to let it slide this time."
Yeah.
Let's see.
Anyway,
She would not be
a,
able to.
a great time it was had by all. But yeah, this thing
No,
is really
I can't.
real. I think we could grow legs with this.
Yeah.
And
She used to
Colorado,
go with all the wine.
Colorado's a 2-day trip for us. And
It's a 2-week trip for us.
no, I'm just saying, we
What do we care?
we want to go
Long
out
time,
and
right?
then And then, yeah, if we drop down the West Coast or go north, or from Fort Carson, you are literally, you go down I-25 or Colorado Springs, I-25, you're in New Mexico in 2 hours.
There you go.
And you're Rayado and then Albuquerque. So if you wanted to do the balloon thing, it's a timing issue.
Time
And then-
for Exploring wants to know if y'all are headed to California.
When?
I hope not.
We are not. California.
Oh, I gotta go. That was the promise I made. Never mind.
Disneyland.
My bad. Pass.
Disneyland. There's a great RV park a mile.
Oh, yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, we gotta go. We gotta do the Disneyland thing.
There's a great RV resort right outside of Disneyland. And it's not Fort
Full-Time
Wilderness.
Dream is leaving.
Hey,
Oh,
Full-Time
have a
Dream,
good
thanks for
night.
coming. Appreciate you.
Anytime.
I don't know when we would head to California, but let's
We
just
have no
say
plans.
okay. We got our RV in July of last year, and he promised that within 6 months we'd go to California. I don't know about you, but July of last year is well past
But
6
A
months.
lot of stuff happened in the last 6 months from the time we bought our RV.
So,
Anytime.
yeah. But, yeah, Disneyland's a great place to visit in California. The rest of the state, Disneyland's a great place to visit in California.
Well, I have family in California. So.
And Northern California,
Yeah,
Awesome
Shasta
family.
Lake was
Shasta was awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
We went through there in February, so there was still snow. I mean, not a whole lot down, but
yeah.
I have
up on the
family in Yucaipa and family in Benicia and family in Dana Point. So
I have
I've
no
Yeah.
idea where those are.
Our youngest son went to
Los
college
Angeles
down in
and San
California.
Francisco.
And so we spent a lot of weekend trips.
Northern
going down there.
California,
Northern
yes.
California.
Awesome.
So anyway, so here's the agenda for the rest of the week as we got 9
California,
minutes left.
ooh.
Yeah.
Blake, California, ooh.
Yeah, Blake.
I am Northern California,
I'm-
Sacramento area. Time for exploring.
Oh, there you go.
So if we do, we'll let
Ooh.
you know.
What was
Yeah.
that?
Time for exploring.
Time
Time
for
exploring. Oh, I didn't realize you guys were in
Run
California.
because Sacramento area.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the same.
Northern California,
Mm,
better.
Okay.
What?
From Sacramento to San Francisco.
Benicia is where my family's at.
So tomorrow is a big day.
So here's the agenda for
Yeah.
the rest of the week for those of you playing at home.
Following along on the Instagram and the Facebook.
Go Navy.
Yeah,
I'm
there's
sorry,
been-
Ricky. You came in broken and distorted. Tomorrow
Is that a
we
Village People
are,
song?
huh?
Is that a Village People song?
Hey, time,
In the Navy.
time for exploring said go Navy also.
We will wear our dungarees in the Navy. Anyway,
Oh, okay.
the
Sorry.
rest of that is
Army, yes.
inappropriate.
Oh, okay. Got it.
But anyway,
Navy.
tomorrow we're driving north.
Once, yeah,
Is it north?
Right. Once he has to work, so he has his call in the morning, and once his call is over,
Yeah, the work thing will happen,
roll.
and then we're going to drive north for about an hour. We're going to hit a campground up there.
Yeah. And we're gonna deploy as many cameras as humanly possible.
We got trail cams. We
I got
got
my
GoPros.
I got my camera
Infrared.
and my
We got IR.
Do you know what? I bet he went the night before. I bet he's already there.
That's why he's
because-
not answering the
That's
phone.
why he's not
Yeah.
answering the
That's why he's not
phone.
answering the phone.
So we won't.
Wags,
film
we're
it.
on to you, pal. We're on to you. Anyway, we're going to meet Dustin and Leslie from Wayward Wags tomorrow,
And Scout.
and Scout. We are going to have a complete hangout day tomorrow, where we're all just going to continue this community building.
And do Tech Talk University live and in person. Trifecta.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're gonna allow the intern.
And
Because-
we'll have the associate professor on too.
In this live stream, I've been demoted twice, so and it's my live stream. Anyway,
Well,
we're gonna have a great day tomorrow.
Yep.
With our three, with the six of us. I don't want to say the three channels
No.
because it's the six of us.
I
And then
doubt that Teresa, Leslie, and I care about
Tech Talk should be great lives.
And it's 4:30.
Yay. Wait.
We'll let the guys enjoy
4:30
TikTok.
Eastern?
TikTok, no.
That-
Tech Talk University. We're doing it. I started it last week. We're going to do an hour and a half, and we're going to do it again tomorrow. So it's 4:30. We're going to be doing some channel reviews
You have to
And-
train the new guy.
and some others. Then we got to train the new guy.
Hey, I was dynamic on the last.
I'll be honest with you, guys. He was literally in my life. He was a lifesaver for Tech Talk last week, because our air conditioner literally just died, and I was a wreck over. I'll be honest. We were trying to sell the stinking house, and it's kind of hard to sell. It's kind of hard to sell a house with no working AC, especially when it's in the high 80s. And I was emotionally not there, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I was struggling with it. And then I get this text from Dustin, can't make it because my air conditioner broke. I'm like, well, I'm freaking here. My air conditioner broke. My air conditioner costs a lot more than your air conditioner, but I'm still here. And about that time, that's when you said, hey, you want me to come up? So I had to.
Like, da, da, da.
But we actually have a couple
Hey,
of
Wags is here.
Oh,
Oh.
Woo!
yeah.
So we actually have a couple of cool topics we're going to talk about.
We're going to call him.
We got 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, we have a couple of cool topics we're going to talk about tomorrow too. So,
TikTok?
How much wine have you had? He wants to-
None.
None.
We've had none.
but
No.
I have had some cinnamon whiskey bourbon cookies.
Yep.
Not
But
enough of them. I'm going to have another one in just a second.
yeah, they
The
sampled
problem is
the
it's all
cinnamon
cooked out.
whiskey,
I
but
know, but it still tastes good.
On that one, it was, which it wasn't from the other bourbon. So
Okay,
I guess it
review
all
my-
depends
So
on what
anyway-
you use.
Yeah.
Time
so-
for Exploring wants you to review their channel. I'm not a full-timer RVer. Just
Oh, you don't have to be a full
You don't
timer.
have to be a
Not too much
full-timer.
Just show up.
all you got to have is a channel.
Yeah, just show up tomorrow.
So anyway, we're doing that tomorrow. Tomorrow's a hangout day at the campground.
Yep.
I think the plan is that we're all going to go out and have a.
if we remember to get on and do it, because we're going to be chatting so much
No,
tomorrow.
Who said that?
No, I did.
Oh, no, I got it. We'll be there.
we'll be there.
I know. Never mind.
Nobody invited you to. Did you invite them?
Excuse me.
I do whatever Teresa tells me to do. Anyway,
3 minutes.
And Michael should realize that he should.
yeah. So we're going to do that. We're going to have some quality time. Wednesday, we're moving up to the place that we're going to be meeting with
Terry.
Vets to Vets United. Dr. Terry Morris and her crew is going to be there. We're all going to be there.
And so it's for everyone to be there with us too.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to have a little celebration there. And cameras will be rolling. We are not going to go live there
There and then, no.
and then. We're still kicking around the idea. There might be an impromptu 10-minute
10, 15-minute max.
just to announce what the ground total was, and to say thank you again. And then
Yeah.
we're back to our regularly scheduled lives. And then Teresa and I, we fly back to Oregon on Thursday morning. We'll get back in Thursday afternoon, back home.
Yeah.
And
And we'll still be hanging out with Dustin, Leslie, and Scouts. That's when we're really going to start having fun.
Yeah, Justin and Christina come on in 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
And
Somebody drop a
hopefully
link?
you can, yeah.
I'm going to drop a link.
did
to
somebody drop a link?
Ricky or Justin, if you could drop a link.
Foreverland said they won't see you tomorrow, but we'll be there Wednesday.
Right, Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
You guys are the boss in your house, and you have your wife's permission to say so.
That's right. Thanks,
I
Blake.
don't
Man,
think
are
I
you
don't think I
going
have
to-
That
that
was
permission.
Foreverland.
I don't think I have that permission, but
Oh, Foreverland. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Go check out Justin and Christina. Their thumbnail for their live tonight. It's awesome. It's got baby Michael.
Did anybody drop a link?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
Ricky.
so-
did
Yeah,
it,
right
so
there,
did-
Ricky. Thank you very much, Ricky. Hey, we got about 45 seconds. So I just want to thank everybody on behalf of Michael and Shelley with our Epic RV Adventure, Wayward Wags, Dustin and Leslie. I want to thank all of you for continuing to support our fundraising endeavor with the Vets to Vets United. And And that is going to do it for this week's live from North
Carolina.
Thanks,
Hey,
All right.
real quick before we go.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
We gotta get theirs, Tal.
There we go.
She is.
The Talon signing.
Yay.
All right. Hey, everybody head on over to Justin and Christina, and we will see you.
Wednesday.
Thanks for coming, folks.
Bye, everybody.
Get my fat butt off the. There we go. And